as obsessed with Black Panther as DJ Khaled is obsessed with referring to himself in the third person.
Are we excited about Black Panther? Is the sky blue?
I've never been more excited for any film ever.
This movie's gonna be like the biggest blockbuster in African American history.
Yes! And we're not just excited because we get to see Black people in bodysuits. We're excited by the thought of Black people programming our entire future. But I just was wondering, like, is this possible? So join me on 2018, A Race Odyssey. Black Panther imagines a futuristic African nation called Wakanda, where Black people have created the most technologically advanced place on Earth. But this is fiction. In reality, Black people are largely underrepresented in STEM: science, technology, engineering, and math. Meet Timney. She's got all the tea on the absence of Black people in tech.
They don't get the same access to advanced courses.
She's being polite. In 2018, Black students have about as much access to STEM as Kevin Hart has to high shelves.
And then once they get to be in these fields, it's very, very lonely out there.
Right, because when I watch The Big Bang Theory, I don't see any Black people on that show.
No. What's even scarier to me is that there are barely any Black people in AI.
Artificial intelligence. It's in everything, from Reddit to Roomba.
AI is a field that tries to teach machines to be intelligent. We teach machines to understand the world given the data that is around them. Advertisements, TV shows, movies, news articles, YouTube comments. These are very, very biased because we live in a biased society.
Right.
These researchers are not mostly people of color.
Wow. All right, well, this is depressing. Biases in AI are letting Black people down like an unauthorized biopic of Aaliyah.
AI is being used in little things everywhere. And it's not what we think of in the movies, you know, with Terminator robots walking around, being racist, killing Black people. That's not how this whole thing is gonna work.
It's more like AI can detect skin cancer, but it's probably not great when it comes to finding melanoma on darker skin. So if there are optic sensors, right, that have trouble determining skin that's darker,
yes.
Wouldn't that mean that soap dispensers and automatic faucets have trouble recognizing us?
It's potentially true.
I've done my own studies just with me and my girlfriends, and I'm telling you, the darker the skin, the harder it is to get those faucets to turn on, or the soap dispensers.
Basically, racism is being propagated in ways that we're not even thinking about in our daily lives.
Yup, it's not just my beef with soap dispensers, it's everywhere. Search engines, predictive policing, online ads. I knew it. Stop trolling me, Fashion Nova. Is AI racist? My answer is yes. What's yours?
Are people racist?
Yeah.
Is society racist? Mm-hmm. Is all the data that we have to train machines racist?
Definitely.
So is AI racist?
Yep.
Thank you.
Damn, AI is so racist, Donald Trump wants to make it Attorney General. And fighting injustice like this is where activist Yeshi comes in.
This is the 21st century civil rights battles of our time. What was the police dogs and rubber bullets and water hoses of the past are the facial recognition software, credit scores, risk assessment tools, voter suppression, data-driven tactics that are happening right now.
Police can take a Facebook profile, a driver's license photo, even an Instagram post, and run them through facial recognition software to identify protesters to arrest in real time, which means you don't have to be in the system to be in their system.
Law enforcement using it to identify activists, to profile activists, and to incarcerate activists, and honestly to quell and repress any kind of political activity.
Right. And that's not the only technology they're using to police communities of color.
There is software that's being used to decide your likelihood of committing a crime, again. And this software is used by judges to help decide how many years you should go to prison for.
It's called Compass, which is an appropriate name because all it does is direct Black people to jail.
Black people who were sentenced through this risk assessment algorithm versus white people,
right.
Incredible and immense disparities. And if you look at some of the questions, according to those risk assessments, I should be sitting in jail right now.
Right.
Do you know anybody that's been incarcerated? Absolutely. Yes. The questions are biased.
So basically, technology is working overtime against the Black community. But we can't just sit here. Is there any way we can create Wakanda now?
Yeah, we call it Afrofuturism.
I'm sorry?
Afrofuturism.
Join us in part 2, A New Hope.
Welcome to the Afro Future.
All right. Well, to see if our future future is bright or dark web. Tune in next week for part 2. We'll be right back.